What's up, folks? Welcome back to the journey. So we got a missing chicken. I don't know where she's at. So obviously the smallest of all the chickens, man, the rooster's been tearing her up. So for one, she's so small inside the coop, like if she goes inside the coop, that I mean, she just, because we put the bars up and stuff like that around like where the eggs are supposed to come out, and if she's in there, she just goes through there too. So and I have a feeling that she's been laying eggs someplace else, but now I don't know where that could be. So we're trying to figure it out. I did, because she was missing this morning, and then I had seen her, and oh man, the back of her neck is just tore up. So obviously the two small roosters are actually her sons. But they've been tearing her up, and then obviously Max is, 10 times her size. So he definitely has not been helping the situation. But trying to figure out where she's been going to lay. And obviously, as you can see, weather's on the horizon. I've already been clearing out some property, or clearing out some land, because we're still kind of working around the chicken area and doing stuff with the chickens. But before I can really do anything further with that, we need to kind of clear out an area of like where the run's going to go, where the other house extension is going to go and stuff. So I have to move stuff before I can build stuff. Well, before I can move stuff, I have to clear stuff. So it's always one thing or another, right? And then also look for a lost chicken. So let me come over here and see if she might be in here. She might be in here. I know she likes coming into the shops. I just don't know. Man, this going through all this stuff is going to be a nightmare. I don't know what or if any of this Dad is going to want to keep to take back with him to Texas. If it comes down to it, I'm probably just going to go through everything and just be like, all right, I'll just take one big load up to the dump and just be done with it. So there's so much stuff in here. So much stuff. But no chicken. I don't see a chicken. I see mushrooms. Not very good mushrooms, but mushrooms nonetheless. No chicken. No chicken. And we've had a nest. I don't know. I think they're all long gone by now. But we've had a nest in my tool bag. Dang birds, I tell you. We build them houses and all that stuff for them to go into. And then what do they use instead? My tool bag. Why? I don't know. But anyway, let's get back over to what I was showing you earlier and kind of see if I can't make heads or tails of what I want to do. Okay, so back over here, obviously next to the creek. Now I do know, right, that during like the really, really heavy rain portions, that water does kind of come through here a little bit, right? Obviously, right in through here behind Lilu's house, right? That water does come down, not like a lot, but it mostly stays back here because this actually goes up. So from where I'm standing to where that bank is right here at the creek is like 4 to 5 feet. I'd say 4 feet difference, which is pretty crazy. And I'm actually standing in like one of the low spots. This is probably one of the low spots, including a spot right here. That's kind of like standing mud, right? But I'm not too worried about water. And then our fence, because I need to move all of that wood, right? Like what I was showing. So I need to be able to stack the wood. Obviously, we want it to stay dry because that is outdoor firewood, right? Obviously, you don't want that to be wet. So, and then frog, bye. So, and then over here, right? Obviously, I got more wood that's going to have to get cut up at some point. Probably not right meow. And then our fence line, right? I don't know if you can see that the barbed wire fence right here. Well, at some point, this fence is going to have to get repaired. So, neighbor, right? He owns 10 acres next to us. Doesn't have anything on it. There's no how. It's basically he uses it as hunting property. But at some point, like we would not mind actually buying that if at all possible. But, and I can tell, because you see like during like a real heavy, some of this is washed up here. And I know that, at some point it probably will do the same thing again. So I want to be able to put the wood here because it is out of the way. It's all the way up here against the fence line. But I do need to like elevate it some. So I do want to have some type of flooring in there. That way it allows water or whatever to go underneath, which I still have a lot of metal, like some of the old metal up in the front that Dad had brought back to the property. So I think I'm just going to do something here, but I also needed to have two like bays, I guess, one for softwood, one for hardwood, because all of that and a lot of stuff I have over here and a lot of stuff up in the front that could be moved is a mixture of softwoods and hardwoods. So the oaks, the pine, cedar, right? All those things. And then we also have some walnut. We also have beech, I think. It was, I don't know, I don't see an example around here close, but it was one of the trees that was here that we cut down. I know there's more over that way. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to try to continue to gather materials. I'm going to start bringing some materials over here. That way I can build the wood hutch, the wood shed. All right, the wood shed. So yeah, that's it. And one thing that I have not really been talking about a whole lot, I know that I've talked about them before, and I really need to go through. I still have my book, my list of names of people that have helped with projects, right? So if you're a member, your name. So I know I said that I was going to be doing it. I have not shown it yet. I have not done it yet, but I'm going to be doing it. And hopefully within the next couple of videos, I'm going to go through and actually start showing those name tags. So I'm going to be taking copper plate or whatever it is, pipe, and I'll turn into plate and actually stamp on there a name that's going to go towards projects, right? We're actually going to put that little name tag on the project itself. So like the well house, I know that I had like 4 or 5 people that helped out monetarily, right? By either sending us a donation through PayPal or through Venmo or through, right? All those links are normally down in the description, right? It's normally a $10 or above a donation, and you get your little name tag attached to that project. So same thing. If you would like to be able to help us, right, with projects around here, we would kindly ask that you check out the membership stuff first, right? Obviously, it's just to watch the videos is all we ever really ask for, right? And to watch the ads, that's the biggest thing. But if you'd like to go above and beyond any of those other things, then yes, definitely check out the memberships. Definitely subscribe. That's greatly appreciated if you're new here. And then, yeah, all the other stuff, you know, is just bonus. Our side channel, you can go check that out. That has a lot of more just like this, you know, just straight talking about other stuff and here and there and things. I try to minimize that here as much as possible. Doesn't always happen, because even though I'm not really a social butterfly, I do like to talk. So especially here, right, on this stuff. So but anyway, let's head up to the front. Let's see what materials I can gather up to bring over here, because we're going to need walls. We're going to need a roof, and we're going to need something to set all this wood on, so it's not just sitting on the ground getting flooded out whenever the rains come through. So meet you up at the front. Hey, with the thunder rumbling behind me, let's go ahead and take a break on this project to talk about today's video sponsor / product review. And I mean, it's more of a product review than anything, and we're definitely going to be checking this out in other videos as well, because it's something that I've actually needed for a little bit, and I'm really excited to actually get this tested and checked out and just see how well it operates. So you'll definitely be seeing this again. Anyway, let's go check it out. Hey, so this is actually the box that it comes in. A box in a box, I know, right? So this is actually the Navorix X grass trimmer. So it is actually a battery operated string trimmer, and it comes with all the awesomeness, right? All the different things. Has the unit in here, has a few other boxes that I need to open, right? But anyway, let me get all of this put together, all right, and then we'll bring you right back. The storm's getting a lot closer, so let's go check this thing out now that I got it all put together. So here we go, brushless Navorix X 60 volt max, right? Comes with the charger, big old 60 volt battery. Now this does have the strap, shoulder strap that goes with that, right? So you can adjust this. I still actually need to tighten this of where I want it to be, right? And then that rotates pretty nice, right? Comes with the handle, put the handle in, and that does have a hole over here, so this is attached and goes exactly where it's supposed to be going. Okay, not sure what the little kickstand is for, but I'll probably figure that out later. And then obviously this goes in, locks in, has a little push button release, right? It's really nice. Then you have your guard here, which does have a guard extension, right? So if you want it to be a little shorter, you can, or keep the guard extension. It does have the blade though that will chop your string on the extension itself. I believe, no, it's actually on the top part. And then obviously the string goes in. You have a little locking hole here on the side to be able to put that in there. The maintenance for this is simple, right? Is whenever it comes time to testing this out and doing those things, I will talk about that a little bit later. But right now, I'm running out of time. I'm about to get very wet. And I need to charge the battery. So let me get this charged up, and then we'll come back and test this thing out in the morning. We're still dealing with weather and crazy chickens, but battery is charged, so let's go throw the battery into this unit and let's give it a try, shall we? Okay, and I did want to actually bring out my other unit. So this is a Pull & Pro PR25. This is actually what I've been using. It's gas powered. This has its issues. I've had it for a very long time. All right, but I did want to also do kind of like a little comparison of just, weight comparison, of how much does this thing weigh. And, to me, it's pretty close to the same. But you can see that this unit is a little bit longer. Obviously a much bigger head, so it holds more string. Because you actually put that in, it's a 6 foot long string that goes into that, and it's the easy loading. I'll get to that probably on a different video. But we're going to go through, we're going to actually test this thing out, see how it operates. And yeah, I think it should be pretty cool. I don't know. So that should be, you know, for the trigger lock thing, right? Power boost. Nice. Yeah, I didn't read up on that. Well, it sounds powerful. Let's go grab because that's one of the things that I've always really hated about this one, is that I didn't really have a place to connect like this. Because I've had a strap to use on this, but for whatever reason, it just never worked out, right? So I'm gonna go get the thing for this. Let's go try this thing out. Well, so far I'm very, very impressed. Just the weight of this is not a lot, especially utilizing the strap. And I'm pretty sure if you have like the double shoulder straps, it'd be good too. I'm pretty sure that you can get the other handles for this. So this unit here, right, you are able to get other batteries. So I'm the type of person, I like having at least 2 batteries. So the unit itself does come with the battery, okay? And then you can also get different heads for this. So it has like a pole saw head. They have like a hedge trimmer, other things that you can get, and you can buy that separately as well. You don't have to buy the entire unit. All right, so I will have all those links down in the description. Man, this is gonna be a game changer, y'all. Gonna be a game changer. So hopefully you guys like the journey that we're on thus far. Let's get on back to that project that we're working on, and maybe we'll stay dry today. I don't know. Love it. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that product review of that, and then you can obviously see the reason why this project is taking so long, because I'm dealing with that stuff. Yeah, it's really hard to work on projects whenever it's raining every single day. I get out here and do what I can when I can, but can't work in that. All right, made it up here to the front. So get off my trusty steed. Now I know over at the shop, like I have other timbers, kind of like this one. Now I don't necessarily need the post or anything like that to go directly into the ground. I'm fine with it just sitting on the ground itself. But I do think for the back portions, right, I can do something like this between those 3 posts. And then I have some of this older barn wood that Dad had collected, you know, that we can also gather up But I got this, and then I got some. So I was thinking, right? I was thinking, just taking some of this old fence panel, right, for the bottom. So let me throw this over here on the trailer. Try to throw it up here on the trailer. Try and do this one-handed and hold y'all at the same time. So we'll do this. That post, I think that'll work out. And then I was also wanting to grab, while I'm up here, the T-posts, because I'm trying to just put all T-posts together in one spot. That way I will have that for whenever I'm doing the fencing. Fencing is on order, so I'm gonna have to put some T-posts in between areas of posts for this side of the fence and possibly that side of the fence. I don't know, but let me continue just grabbing all this stuff. I'm gonna get it loaded up. I'm kind of, pressed for time. I hear thunder in the background, so let me just get stuff loaded up quick. That way I can get everything done, get back over there before we get rained out, because I have to drive around the long way because I still can't drive up and over this bridge. I could with this. It's not that heavy, but I don't have any on-ramp, off-ramps. Every time I've built those, the rain has come and washed them away. So until I get the tractor to fix that, yeah, I got to drive around the long way. So let's get this loaded up, and then I'll meet you back over by the house. All right, so I made it back over here. Nothing fell off the trailer. So I was able to bring over a few of the metal pieces too. And then that here is the other post I was talking about. So right now, weather's moving in. Gladys and the girls, or at least the teens, went to the store and they grabbed stuff for dinner preps. She asked if I can go inside. We're making homemade pizza, so I need to go inside now and make some pizza dough. So I just start dough off in our bread maker, and I do have a recipe for that. If interested and you'd like to see it one of these days, then leave me a comment down below. But as of right now, I guess I'm taking a break until probably tomorrow, because by the time I'm done with this, I already know that rain's going to be coming through. So I guess so. Well, yeah, I think I'm done for today. But like I said, a lot of that water goes down right there behind Lulu. So I still think it'll be okay from where I want to build. But we'll see you in the morning. Well, here we are next day, and as you see, we had quite a bit of rain, and a lot of stuff is flooded. Now, obviously, where I want to build the wood shack is here. So, obviously, we have water here. That is the low area. Everything kind of goes that way. But I want to be able to build the shed up here. A lot of stuff is still really, really wet. Including the creek is flowing like crazy. A lot of stuff over there is still really, really wet. A lot of the wood is really, really wet. So I think I'm just going to hold off another day. Plus it's Sunday, y'all. It's Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all of the dads out there. And I also forgot it was the Army's birthday yesterday, so happy birthday as I run into a web. Happy birthday to all the Army brothers and sisters. Yeah, 250 years. 250 years. That's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and head back inside. As I'm recording, it's actually lunchtime, so we're going to go get some leftover pizzas that we made last night. And then I'll see what I can't do tomorrow. So, I don't know. This video might be coming out a little late. I always try to do stuff, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is the schedule that I try to stick to, but it doesn't always happen. So, hopefully you are a follower of our side channel, The Scuttlebutt with Ivey's Family Factotum. And you already know that this video is going to be coming out late. So, anyway, back inside. Okay, so obviously we're still dealing with weather. But I'm going to get out here and try to get some of this wood cut up and just been getting stuff set off to the side. But I do want to use, so this is the longest one I have, right? Just to be able to have like a header board that will be able to attach all of the top posts. Okay, just be able to get all those attached. And then I have some smaller stuff that's over there that I can use, but then I'm going to use these kind of as like the side header, possibly footer. So let's check and see how much we can get out of this. So I might have to trim at least an inch off of that. So I mean, a little over 11 feet, so that's not bad. 11 feet 8. I mean, I could probably even just make it just a straight 10 feet, so that would give me 5 feet roughly on either side. So I mean, anything over 8 feet, it's a 8 foot by 4 foot is a cord, right? So, and I can definitely get 4 feet width out of those. So let's just let's get to cutting some stuff up. And so I'll go ahead and cut this out of 10. Cut some, I'll just check and see, because if I can get 2 4s, I mean, I know that that's going to be longer than 8 feet. Yeah, 8 feet's right there. So I'll cut a couple of the 4 footers, cut an 8 footer, and then I'll check and see what I have, or a 10 footer, and I'll check and see what I have over there, because I might have to do a few of these. Just let's get a frame put together for today, at a bare minimum, get a frame put together, and then yeah, we'll go from there. And sure enough, the story of my life, batteries are dead. I only have 2 batteries for this Makita saw, and I even took the battery out of my drill. So I made one cut down there, and I got about that far there. So I'm gonna go ahead and let those batteries charge up. I'm just gonna get everything cut, and then yeah, I'll bring it back once I get everything cut. I do have a normal power saw, but I just didn't, because with rain on the horizon, and it could definitely, I mean, I was hearing thunder. I just don't want to break out all of the stuff, power wise. Obviously I still got to go get straps and stuff put away on the Jeep. Go catch us over on Facebook. You'll see what we had strapped to the top of the Jeep. I'm glad it's found something pretty neat. I might show it off tomorrow on tomorrow's Scuttlebutt. So if you're not following us over on our side channel, definitely go check that out. That link's always down in the description. It's also the little bulb icon at the end of the video. I think normally over on this side. I don't know, it might be on this side, I don't know. But anyway, definitely go check that out. Greatly appreciated. So now I gotta wait for batteries. Yeah, one of these days I'll have some nice tools. Well, it appears today we have a little bit of a break in the weather. The sun is currently shining, but still completely surrounded. I mean, I've been watching Ryan Hall, y'all, and yeah, still has stuff going on. So to our south, to our north, all around us. So we'll kind of see how it goes. I'm just going to try to get some of this done as much as I can. I said that originally I wasn't going to put posts in the ground, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So the post that I have in the cart now, it's basically going to be the back wall, right? It's 3 posts in the back, and then I'm going to have 2 posts in the front. And because I think I have a board over here, a 2x8, that is big enough to go across the whole front. But man, since it's been, a couple days of not working on this, I need to double check some measurements and such. So let me grab some tooling, come in here, see if I can't try to not get stung by wasps, because yeah, they're all over the place right now. But let me grab a trusty tape, because I want to say, what was I doing? 10 foot? Y'all remember? See, for y'all, it's just like a couple seconds, but for me, it's been 2 days. So, yeah, 10 foot. So, let's go over here and see what this other board is for the front, because that's going to determine how big this thing is going to be, because this was the board I was going to use in the front. Plus, I'm going to have to go grab some cedar logs up over out of the pile, because those are going to be my front posts. So it's 5 posts altogether, right? Obviously, I was doing the 3 in the back. You'll be able to kind of help determine like where wood is going and stuff. So, well, this one is 8 foot and a half, a little over ½ inch. So obviously, I was hoping it'd be longer than that, but that's what it is. So I guess that's fine. That's all right. I can make it 8 feet. Oh, well, let me get this stuff cut down, and let's go get some posts in the ground, and then we'll start getting this thing put together. How about that? Maybe, if the rain holds out. I know, it's affecting everybody. So, see you in a bit. Well, yeah, it's a little soupy back here, so the turf tires just don't do all that hot in the mud. Plus, I'm hauling a pretty heavy load, and you can see that trailer is just sinking down in that mud. So let's get it unloaded, and maybe then I'll be able to get out. Got my speed square all muddy. I'm probably not going to need it anyway. So, this tape measure got minimal. So, we'll need that. Obviously, the ground's still kind of polluted with a bunch of stuff. I don't need this to be super deep in the ground either. And I do want to be a little bit off the fence line. So, I'm going to go with the center post. I think it'll probably be here, maybe. there's going to be a lot of roots back here. Big root right there. And I really don't need this to be that deep. So about 14 inches right there. That'd be plenty. And I know y'all weren't even center, but I do want to put some of this dirt back in there, but I need something I can tamp it down with. So let me go grab that quick and I'll be right back. Whew. Dang, it's hot. All right, there we go. And I'm not throwing a level or anything on this. I'm just sticking it in the hole. If it looks good to my eye, I'm fine with it. Really, really wet. Be all right. Basically just to hold it in place. Now I need to be able to come 4 feet. Four. There. Work. That'll do, donkey. Oh, that clay just loves sticking in that postal digger. Yeah, get out of there. Yeah, get out Not compact wet clay. This doesn't happen. Does not happen. All right. Even a bigger one below it, so that's as deep as that hole's going, which is fine. This is always the fun part when you just got one person, is trying to hold the wood and either nail it or screw it or anything. So that's one of the reasons why I brought my nailer out here, is so I can put a screw in, set the board on it, nail to get the board in quickly, and then I'll come back and I'll throw screws in after the fact. I didn't need my battery. I don't know what happened to my Milwaukee battery charger. I think I blew a fuse in it or something, because it's no longer charging my batteries. And basically whatever charge I have on these is all I got left. It's not a lot, I can tell you that. Toe screw it. It'll be all right. Alright, well, now I gotta get unstuck and go get the other two posts. So I actually left that recording the whole time that I went over there to go get the wood and came back. I just want to see how long it would take me. And obviously it would tell me, how long it was recording. Obviously, I didn't show everything to y'all, right? But a little over 10 minutes to get all the way over there, grab this stuff, find a clamp, right? To get a clamp, a C-clamp. I just want to see which one of these is going to work. So, because this is what I'm dealing with. So obviously none of these poles are all the same, right? That's the biggest one, that's the medium one, that's the small one. And I wanted to be able to put these 2x4s up here at the top and the back. because this is the back, right? And then the front is going to be up 4 feet, and it'll be a little taller, right? That's why I got some taller things. But I have this gap here, right? And I need to be able to suck this in. That way I can nail it and screw it and all that good stuff. So I'll see if I can't clamp those together with the C-clamp first. It might be able to open up that far. I don't know. I might have to do a combination of the both, but we'll see how it goes. Not close enough. See, clamps take forever to unwind, especially when they're rusty and full of dirt. Now I do plan on putting a roof on this, so I'm really not worried about it. It's not going to be like perfectly flat, but it'll be probably pretty close to it. So for a 112, right, that's 1 inch of drop for every foot. So that means if I go at least 4 inches up from this, that would give me a 112. If I go 8 inches, that would give me a 212. And then, what is it? If I go up a full foot, that would give me a 312, right? So I think for that, I'll probably just see how I go. It's going to be between a 312 and a 112. But yeah, this does not clamp far enough, so, or doesn't open up far enough. Let's see if I can do it back here. Yeah, that's still not going to be enough. I need more clamps. Never have too many clamps. I see how far I needed to go. See if I can't push this in by my hands. There we go. And then put it in the rest of the way with the clamp. Bada bing, bada boom. Never hurts. Have a few more nails. I already had a few in that one. Put one right there underneath, y'all. Probably loud. Sorry about that. So let's get you moved a little further back. Come back over yonder ways. Try not to put you right behind the tree. Alright. So if I already know that I'm doing a 4 foot this way, I'm going to do a 4. Right there. Do a 3. And do a 5. It'll get me pretty close to square. I only went a little bit down, and it's already filling up with water. tamper. They aren't fence posts. I don't need them to be, you know, nothing holding back animals or nothing. I just need, the only reason I'm putting this in the ground like this is just enough to be able to hold it upright while I attach the wood to it. That's it. That is all. And these were actually just a little bit longer than 4. So whatever that works out to be is going to be what my slope is going to be, which is going to be pretty close to that, which I'm okay with. Oh, even there. So I'll get this one in, and then I'll measure it, see what it is, and then match the other side, which I even have an angle finder that I can go grab. Once I get this in, I'll set the angle to that, then I'll put the other one in at the same angle. So, be good to go. Alright, so I went ahead and cut off the fronts of those, and then, so this one, right, I made 8 feet, and then to be able to go and double check for the header, right, went ahead and measured it out. And I was saying, hey, as long as I'm within 1 inch, I can do it. Well, I'm actually within 1/8 of an inch. So I think that's pretty good. I like it. Okay, so there's the frame. Part 1 is finished. So up next, we'll be coming up with doing the roof. And then I also want to clad the sides and the back. And if you want to see what I plan to do with that for the roof and for cladding the sides and the back, then definitely come back. It's greatly appreciated. Man, it is hot. It is stupid hot. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go put some stuff away. It's getting just about dinner time anyway, so hopefully I can make it through this mud hole without getting stuck again. And if you're enjoying our journey thus far, then we gladly ask that you give us that subscribe, share us out, help us grow. It's greatly appreciated. And once again, thank you for the product. Like I said, that link will be down in the description. And yeah, that's it. That's what I got. So I'm going to go get cleaned up, go get ready for dinner. So if you're enjoying our journey thus far, go ahead and stick around. Check out this video we have right here, or the whole year's playlist over on this side. Continues to grow as the year progresses. And then the icons at the top make it easy to subscribe both here and to our side channel. Go check that out. And then last but not least, always get out there, thank a veteran every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. We'll see you on the next one. Later, friends.